to hit where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk
All participants are muted.
and beyond.
What more do you want from me?
We got developing news as I continue to hit the like button and share this content, but we got developing news that John Stevens is going to be out for the remainder of the year due to a torn ACL. When it rains, it pours. As this room fill up, be sure to hit the like, share this content, let friends or neighbors know. When the injury report comes out for the Cowboys, it's devastating. It's literally mind-blowing away because you just never know. As we continue to set up here, give me a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, but it is Riggs. Come on with it. How to win this game is going to be the conversation of the hour. But man, oh man, we just got to get healthy, man. We don't have like the small injuries. We have like these long, drawn out injuries, you know? And it's sad. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's the matchup poll. Be sure to check that out. We're going to talk about it. And what? Come on with it. Hey. Praying for my guy John Stevens. It's difficult. It's difficult being a Cowboy fan at this point with all of the slew of injuries that we are up against. Let me say this. According to Todd Archer, Cowboys tight end John Stevens suffered a torn ACL in his left knee Wednesday. Practice. Not a game. Practice. According to sources, he missed last year. Well, we didn't need sources on that. He missed last year with the same injury in the same knee. Surgery upcoming. He has yet to be active for a game this season, but the club like his upsides. Life like this, I wish raindrops would fall. Life like this, I wish. And it's terrible when you look at everything and when you dissect everything. Like, at some point, I'm looking at it like, what did we do to deserve this? Like, is it us? Is it who's putting the hex on this team, right? Who is it? We apologize. We sorry, man. We want you to forgive us, you know, for whatever we done did. You know, good grief. I hope it's not another Gallup situation. It's some Jay Versick. It's bad enough to come back from an ACL, right? And then, to me, just looking at the anatomy aspect of it, is, can I speak freely? Can I speak freely, y'all? I think they rushed him a little bit. Yeah. It's the same storyline where we get these players to show us a little bit, and we're so busy trying to prove a point that need to be right, and we rush a player. Who remember that we rushed Jabril Cox? Remember Jabril Cox? We rushed the kid. And when we rush players, we hold those players to the same standard as if they never were hurt. We kind of do that here. And by the stubbornness of the Joneses, they refuses to go out there. And I hate to put them in this, but the shoe fitting it, and they got to wear it. That we refuse because we have the need to be right to just move on. And I'm not saying that we should, but just add in another player of the same or kind of caliber of said player that got hurt. We rush them, and then we rub our hands together like Birdman and say, okay, now we got them where we want them. They injured. They're going to get the money on the low end of it. You know, it's just like when you're going through the grocery store and you see the canned good that got damages on them. Yeah, give me the damage can. You know, I'm going to go to the front cashier and tell them, hey, this box been tampered. This box been open. Give me the discount, you know. And we rush players instead of allowing these players to heal properly. And that's my thoughts. I could be 1,000,000% wrong with it. To a degree, I just don't feel comfortable even with Deron Bland playing this weekend. Because to me, it feels like he's being rushed. He was a DNP yesterday, right? He did not practice. He may be practicing today, but I don't want him on the field if he's not ready. To me, just to me, Diggs is not ready. To me, Diggs is not ready. But to the staff and to a few fans, yeah, Diggs, hey, man, he's not wrapping up. He's not tackling. He's not X, Y, and Z-ing, you know. But the dude that's coming off of an ACL. All the Cowboys had to do is go in this offseason knowing that Diggs is coming off of an ACL, knowing that you didn't bring back Gilly, is pick up the phone and bring in another veteran. What's so hard about that? But they are so busy trying to say, hey, we can find anything, and we will go out there and grab a UFL guy. We'll go shake the tree off of a guy who was a former first-round pick out of, what was the guy we picked up, and he didn't even make the team or what have you, from the Raiders, and he was Conley kid and Baker kid. We'll go squeeze those things and say, hey, let's go win games. Right? And the same thing with Damone Clark, you know, with the neck and everything. And LVE for all of those years. The theory is just so crazy. The theory is so crazy. And it throws me off right before I hit live that John Stevens is out for the remainder of the year. And we supposed to be okay with everything. Law, they are trying to blow this team up if they aren't willing to sign a 1-year deal for a vet minimum. Jerry is not involved with it or interested in it. Yeah. Will Bland play this Sunday? Directions and everything that we can see upon is pointing at that he may be playing this Sunday. Yeah. According to a lot of info and a lot of intels that he may be playing. Far as the Niners, Jawan Jennings, he's questionable. Nick Bosa, he's questionable according to this chart I'm reading. Chris Conley, he's questionable. Kittles, he's day-to-day, as well as Debo, according to information that is being presented via the people, the insiders or what have you. And this was a kid that went viral. 49ers Debo Samuels responded to this kid on TikTok, and he says he'll be okay, buddy. And this kid sound like us.
Buddy, what's the matter?
I'm done with football.
Why? What happened?
Everything. All my players are getting hurt, and they're like.
I feel his pain.
Who's hurt now?
Chris Godwin's hurt. Now CeeDee Lamb's Deebo Samuel's in the hospital. And CJ Stroud can't do anything.
CJ Stroud's sucking right now.
And so is Chris. Cortland's son.
Hey, you gotta look at the waiver wire and keep it moving. That's all you can do.
And Deebo said, "Hey, I'm okay." Man, I know I'm backwards. I'm looking for my coffee. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me play a commercial or something, man. I'll be right back, man. I promise y'all. I'm looking for my coffee cup. I don't got my coffee cup because normally I take a sip right now. Bear with me. So y'all listen to this commercial right quick. I'm gonna run and go get this coffee.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first.
Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
No doubt. Call them first, 214 or 817. If you are in a jam, especially if you slip and fall off of a ladder and you forget to get your coffee or what have you, and you running to go get it. And while you at the job, now if you're at the job and you running to go get your coffee and you slip and fall, and you just call Frenkel first. Call them Frenkel and Frenkel, or go visit FrenkelFirm.com. All right, so I got my coffee now. Sometimes you got to improvise. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is a new era. See that kid that's crying on the screen right there? He's the new era. Like we say, new media. He's the new fans. He don't give a dog about an individual team. He gives everything about the individual player. And it's very smart for the NFL to play it that way, right? With fantasy football and all of this stuff that's going around now, is that people that's die hard to a team, that's dying off. Like, we probably be the last generation, people that's born in the 70s, the 80s, maybe the 90s, to a degree, the early parts of 90s. But if you're born in 2000 and beyond, you don't really have the same love affair for a team like I do, right? you just made like the players. And that's comfortable. Jackie, shout out to you, Jackie. Shout out to the lovely Jackie, Miss Jackie in the house. And Jameson, appreciate you. The angry Cowboy fan, appreciate you. So that's the new flow. That's what the NFL really want you to be like anyway. If you look at it, they want you to be like, hey, I'm tuning in to the Cardinals. I'm tuning in to the Niners. I'm tuning in to the Cowboys. I got Aubrey as our kicker, on your fantasy team. I'm tuning in to the Jets or the Dolphins. That's what they want us to be like. That's the new era, the new fandoms of the NFL. It's just like that kid crying over all of those players that got hurt. He even mentioned CeeDee Lamb. The only thing hurt by him is probably pride, but that's all good. Mike McCarthy is going to leave soon or love soon. Which one is it? No scheme, splendor. Appreciate you. They involving, right? But here's some news of Deebo thing.
Deebo Samuel, we consulted my lung doc for this one. We're told fluid in the lungs typically takes about 4 to 6 weeks to resolve, but he can probably return sooner. Now they're on bye week 9. We'd lean towards week 10 for his return, but he may have some real workload limitations as his stamina rises. We're thinking he sits week 8 due to the risk of making this worse. Thank you, Dr. Will Bassett.
There's a doctor right there. Maybe I need to go get me a doctor to put on this show. But he stated that it would be too much of a risk for it to flare up, and it leans slightly for him to return after week 10 or what have you. And that's the catch up of all of the news and information around this. Evolution. Shout out to you. Yeah. Leave soon. Oh, he's going to leave soon. Okay. Yeah. Going to leave soon. Speaking of that with Mike McCarthy, before we get into like the matchups and the phone lines and all of that, Let's see if I can find a way where we can pipe in this information. Hold on.
The Cowboys offense and how it's designed.
Our situation is more about, frankly, it's more about holding your blocks. It's more about not making mistakes. It's more about, in my mind, the receivers running through a tough man-to-man coverage and running on through it. And, if you will, get away from that. The types of things that we all think we should be looking at is, well, we're designing bad plays or we're designing bad concepts. The facts are that there's some of that, but there's also some of execution. There's some of the talent. I like our talent. I really do like our talent. I like our young talent. But young talent has a few more mistakes associated with it than if you are dealing with a veteran player. Although,
who's old enough to remember that my statement on this is that a new broom can sweep the floor good, but that old broom can get those corners. By far, the Cowboys in the last 5 to 6 years been one of the youngest teams in the National Football League, believe it or not. It's just not mentioned because we still have some long stay with the quarterback, and now you added in Zeke, and of course one of the longer stays been D-Law. He's been one of the longer stays here. But we've been collectively, and of course Zach Martin, he's been here for a long time. Here's my point with this. The Cowboys, without being innovative and not going out there dancing around in free agency or the willing to trade and leaning on the youth, we see these type of issues. Now, on one end, we can look at it and say, yeah, the scheme, the coaching staff is terrible. On the other end, we can also say, even if they are great and are wonderful with their approach, you got somebody who's still learning, right? It took me a minute to learn Dallas, right? I can drive from South Dallas to North Dallas, right? As long as I stay on the main roads. But every now and then, if I go off that pathway, I'm typing it in my GPS because I'm not from here. But if you're from Dallas, right, and if you live in Dallas your entirety of your life, you can take those back roads. You don't have to hit the tollway all the time. But for me, I would rather pay versus getting lost and trying to learn something. I ain't trying to learn something over here in Dallas. Yeah, y'all ain't finna read. Yeah, man, Law done fool around and ask somebody directions in Pleasant Grove. Oh, yeah, man, that Law. Riggs! What happened to Law, man? He was in Oak Cliff, man, and he started to pull over. And that nice automobile, and he asked the wrong person. They set him up. Yeah, no. Yeah, Law was in Garland somewhere, and he pulled off of a side road, and he was just trying to learn on his own. No offense to Pleasant Grove and Garland or Richardson or any of those locations, right? You know. But you got to understand that there will be traps and there will be pitfalls. Yeah, they'll let you ride, Law. Yeah, get in the car, let me show you where to go. Yeah. It don't work that way. So when you have our youth out there on the field asking for directions, asking for information on where to go, and they're on the wrong side of the street, or they're in the wrong neighborhood where they don't belong, or they standing out like a sore thumb, and they don't have anybody that they can lean on for directions, what do you think is going to happen? Come on with it. Yeah, Joseph says we the pro party in Deep Ellum, baby. Celebrity Law is uploaded. Nah, Action Power. Yeah. But it is what it is, man. Speaking of that, before I play any more of these clips right here, I like the measured conversation from my guy, Michael Parsons. His counter was a little bit better than Cavante Turpin, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to listen to that in a few. Let's get this going. Let me find my...
But what is your counter? What is your damn count?
During the bye week, we hear a bunch of stuff, and you hear guys like some of the OGs, Troy Aikman, saying, you know, the routes are terrible.
I think they run terrible routes, and I thought that beyond this year.
But here's the truth, right? We're coming in, we're 3-3. It's the even slate at this point.
Yeah.
I just think nothing else matters. The only thing that matters is just getting better. Obviously, we all look up to Troy, and, you know, we all respect and validate, you know, people we look up to's opinions. I don't think all opinions are just, you know, to attack. It's always to help, you know, make you better. I think Troy was coming from a good place, but I just think, you know, how the media is. They going to word it wrong. But I would just say it's just, you know, give that feedback to the players. If Troy had...
He said, give that feedback to the players. Yo, give it back to the players. And my thing is, and my thought is with all of this, as we continue to go down this, what we say?
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
Yeah, you were born in it. And that's just what it is. And the Cowboys got to take that feedback from the legend, Troy, the proper way. Not like my guy Cavante Turpin. Because at the end of the day, what we say?
Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
Had some advice or gave some, you know, CD some advice, he will, you know, take it full-heartedly. When D-Word texts me and say, hey, you need to start doing this, you need to incorporate this in your game, I'm like, all right, bet. Because obviously he's a Hall of Famer. He's one of the great ones. I love getting that information. I'd rather hear Troy, you know, tell the players that, you know, we would love to get that insight in the facility.
Good way to clean up. Now that's a good way to use your podcast, to clean that stuff up. Good way to use it on that one. Yeah, Podcast Parsons. J. Farr, my guy, my dog. Podcast Parsons. Good way to clean that up. As they say, clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody. Do your what? Do your what? Y'all put it down. Especially if y'all got kids, y'all already know the rest of that. Put it in the chat. But let's listen to more of this, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the matchups. I appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in to these type of episodes because, you know, without you guys, I don't know what we'll be doing right now. You know, that's just how that goes as well. Come on with it. Let's get it.
Well, you've got to have young talent, as I've said.
So the only thing I can really deduce from listening to both of those comments from Jerry Jones is that he's throwing his coach, Mike McCarthy, under the bus here. Because if you're talking about Derrick Henry and saying that he wouldn't have the same amount of success in this offense because of the plays you run, to me that's intimating that you wouldn't know how to utilize him or you wouldn't be able to scheme things up to bring...
All right. Got another news here. All right. News. According to John Machota, Cowboys kicker Brandon Aubrey is still taking parts in jury duty. He still has been getting his work in after jury duty, though. Mike McCarthy stated, we have a plan to make sure he's ready to go on Sunday. You know, here's what I got to hear.
Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me.
Before I play the rest of this audio. It's not fair. That's what he was saying. Share, appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know the words, you know. Everybody do your share, you know. Ebonics going hard over here. Here's my thoughts. Steph Curry is one of the greatest shooters of all time already in the NBA league, the National Basketball Association. One of the better shooters. But in order for him to be one of the better shooters, he got a routine that he got to go through. He got a process that he got to go through. Now, I get it. Jury duty is a major thing for civil duties, far as we hold these truths. You know what I'm saying? To be a unbelievable U.S. citizen. You know, that's what we are. You know, we got civil duties to do. But when you're getting yourself into a process and it's thrown off, I'm not saying that my guy, Brandon Aubrey, will be thrown off on Sunday, but I got to call out a spade a spade. He may be thrown off this Sunday because he's going through a different process. Now, there's thousands of people in Dallas. Dallas is one of the most or the highest growing cities in the world. It's calculated that about 300 people move to Dallas a day. There's over 9,000 individuals in a month. You mean to tell me they can't find someone else, you know, to represent, to do their civil duties? Come on, man. That's all I'm saying. People fail to realize it's not like this job is a job that you work for 365. Jay Form with the numbers. He says the 8th largest U.S. city. You can't find nobody else to represent that trial. It's like this, ladies and gentlemen. Football is only 17 weeks out of a year. And if you're lucky, you get to play 18, 19, 20 weeks. Can they find somebody else to do the damn jury duty is all I'm saying. Not me, though. You know, no. Don't pick me to go drive all downtown to get there and all of these things. You know, it's sabotage. Jake the Great, you know, that's what I feel too, man. Come on. You mean to tell me that as much and as long as we've been watching football, can somebody do some homework for me? And let me know of other players that had to do jury duty. You know. Willie T says, Law out here making excuses now for why we lose this game. No, I never said that we would lose. But he may be off, though. That's all I'm saying. And excuses are facts people don't want to hear. You know. Yeah, so... yeah, the judge definitely not a Cowboys fan, you know. Yo, I'm just saying, man, but to each his own, right? Salute to Tarrant County. I heard that county don't play. Ain't this right, Jay Form? Let me know. Is it Tyrant or Torrent? You know, I ain't from here. I'm country as all get out. But they said that county don't play, dog. Don't be around there, you know. Yeah. Shout out to you, Angie. Appreciate you. Eric Allen, appreciate you. As long as you're not the damn Eagles, Eric Allen, appreciate you. I can't stand Eric Allen. I can't stand that name too, by the way. Yeah, but that goes all the way back. See, I'm an old school Cowboy player. You know, not player, but fan, you know. Come on with it. Yeah. If it's the modern day Cowboy fan, they would love Troy Vincent, they would love Eric Allen, they would love Bobby Taylor and beyond. Yeah.
Bring out the best in him, okay? Then he comes out in that second clip and point blank says that they're bad plays that are being run, that he likes the talent, but the plays are bad. Well, if it's not the talent and it's the plays, that's a direct finger point at your head coach. And I was always under the impression that even though Mike McCarthy is in a lame duck season, that Jerry Jones would bring him back, because for as much of a bombastic personality as Jerry Jones is, he's actually shown a lot of patience and restraint in a lot of regards, specifically when it comes to head coaches. How many times did we speculate about Jason Garrett being on the hot seat? And he had a longer runway than a lot of people anticipated. Mike McCarthy is putting up double-digit win seasons. So I kind of looked at it as Jerry Jones wants the headline. He wants us all to speculate about Mike McCarthy. And just like CD and just like Dak, inevitably, things are going to get worked out. Well, when he's criticizing him like this publicly, pointing the finger at him a little bit, I'm wondering if maybe this is the end of that relationship between Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy.
Do y'all think it is the end of the relationship of Mike McCarthy and Jerry Jones? Give me a yes in the chat or no. Do y'all think it's the end?
What's your point?
It's over. Doubt it. Last I checked, Derrick can get another offensive coordinator. Yeah, it's the end. Yeah, Glenn Caper says it's the end. Jerry looking for a scapegoat. He just looking. Yo, of course. I strongly doubt that Mike McCarthy is going to get replaced next year because he kept Jason Garrett forever. Boy, I love y'all. Let's keep going.
Smalls, I'm not laughing at what you just said because I agree with everything that just came out of your mouth. I'm laughing at what came out of Jerry Jones' mouth. I mean, he got more excuses than a brother going to jail. Jerry Jones just has excuse after excuse. Oh, well, we're managing the cap. And, oh, it's about the play design. And, oh, guys need to hold blocks and receivers need to run through coverage. Derrick Henry wouldn't help with all of the issues that we're dealing with. Oh, really? Having a running back that's BYOB, bring your own blocker, that doesn't help? Having a player that can dictate front and coverage to drop an extra defender in the box so your receivers have more one-on-ones, that doesn't help? What the hell are you talking about, Jerry? And as far as the cap is concerned, we've all said this ad nauseum. If he'd signed CD and Dak to the same exact deals 4 months earlier, what it would have done is created $20 million in extra cap space by virtue of extending them and lowering this year's cap hit.
Did y'all hear that? Or y'all was still mad, you know? Yeah, did y'all hear what he said? Or was that the same thing? Look, I'm tired, man. We've been talking about the same thing all over. You know, the craziest thing of it all, man, what really gets me upset about this, but it's funny, is that a lot of people from the 3-letter and the 4-letter network were saying, don't pay him. Don't pay him. You know, he ain't worth it. You know, come on, Jerry, you doing the right thing. Oh, man, CD is out of his cotton picking mind. Come on with it, man. He ain't Justin Jefferson. Don't pay him. He ain't worth the coins. And now it's October. Damn, they should have paid him. Now everybody like, hey, you should have paid Dak. You should have paid same day. You should have went out here in free agency. You should have made this move. You should have made that move. You should have did it like this. You should have did it like that. You know, now everybody listening, you know, to what they saying. So they took what we said, the new media said all off season, and they applying it now, you know, after they seen the results. And what we've been saying is, hey, let's get in front of this. You have more and more money, more and more resources, more and more things to go out there and go grab somebody to be a difference maker. Look, technically, if you really be real with us, come on, Cowboy Nation, let's be real. Come on, let's be real. We're 3-3. We're definitely not 0-6. The balance of scale of life could tilt really quickly, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. is all we've been asking is just make one or two moves. It's not like we've been telling Jerry we got to go get Tupac and Biggie and pull them up out of the grave. All we've been asking for is one or two moves. Get a running back. I had two requests all offseason. Ain't that right, Calvin? Yeah, he says, why does Jerry seems to fire our most successful coach in such a short period of time on the job? I'm going to break that down, Calvin. But here's what I'm going to say here. My offseason moves, I requested two things. Can we run the ball and can we stop the run? That's all I ask. Come on, Shay, where you at? All I ask. What I said, Shay? Come on with it. Where you at?
All I ask.
That's all I ask. We didn't have to move earth, heaven, the stars. Can we run the ball and can we stop the run? Now, are we able to run the ball, ladies and gentlemen? Give me a yes or a no in the chat. Are we able to run the ball? Are we able to stop the run? Now, a birdie told me that they will activate Dalvin Cook this week. Shout out to that birdie. And they ain't talking about an Eagles guy, you know. There are still some situations just between us, you know, inside news, you know.
All I ask
is to keep that between us, y'all. Can we block it up right and properly? Here's the thing. Detours are necessary. Detours are necessary. How many people got inside an automobile and was driving the wrong way? Instead of being stubborn and continuing to go down that way, you slow down and you got off on the next exit and you turn your around, right? Detours are necessary. How many people went down the road into a strange neighborhood and you look to your left and right and you hit one pothole and you say, you know what? The hell with this. I'm turning off of this neighborhood and I'm going the other way. Detours are necessary. The whole argument, even with Derrick Henry, is he a scheme fit or not? It's the simple fact that technically, Derrick Henry technically is not a scheme fit for the Ravens. That's the brick of truth that hits someone that's crying. Did y'all hear that again? Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. Good coaches make adjustments and play to the strength of their players. Bad coaches don't make adjustments or detours, and they continue to go down that same pathway. The need to be right is a major wrong thing. Dirt roads you have like us. Yeah. You got to get off of that road. Yeah. The brick of truth, it hurts on it. Hush your mouth.
He could have done that earlier in the offseason so he has more money to play with. Remind me again, Ev, how much did Derrick Henry cost the Baltimore Ravens? 2 years, $18 million?
I actually thought less than that. Let me double check on that.
So anyway, it was under $10 million a year,
yes.
Which means you could have afforded him. You could have afforded him.
You also didn't call him.
Yeah, you also didn't call him when he wanted to play in Dallas. Why? Because his offseason home is in Dallas.
Correct.
And now the guy is on pace to rush for over 2,100 yards. I don't understand how you don't think your offense could benefit from having a player like Derrick Henry that's having a career year. That's nonsensical. But if you actually dig deep and you think about it, What Jerry Jones is doing is absolving himself of any blame for the season going off the rails through the first 6 games. That's what he's doing. He's saying, you know what? It ain't on me. I like our talent, especially our young talent. Well, you know what his job is? To put together the team, to get the talent. Of course, the guy that buys the groceries is going to like the groceries. That don't mean that it lends itself to making a good meal. You can't make chicken salad out of chicken, you know what? And that's what Mike McCarthy is doing. This is not a talented team. They got a few stars. Congratulations. But this team isn't as talented as the teams prior. They're just not.
I'm so tired of y'all, man. Boy, I'm tired of y'all. Law, not with this offensive line, Law. Not with this offensive line. This offensive line is the problem. It's truly the problem. And dismiss the coaching. Dismiss the fact that you probably can't name me all of the, like outside of the Lions offensive line. You can't really name me a star-studded player on the other team's offensive line. We are the only team in the National Football League that need star-studded talent on the offensive line in order for our offense to get going. It's crazy to me, man, that Tyler Smith is one of the best offensive linemen of all of football last year, but now all of a sudden he's trash. It's crazy to me that all of a sudden Cooper Beebe can't bust through a wet paper bag according to fans. Zach Martin, I do get it. Father Time is undefeated. Terrence Steele, I get it. But whenever you have a scheme that's archaic like the way we have it, and they are not making the detours and not playing to their strength, that all of a sudden it's the O-line fault. I have gotten some details of a situation whereas one of the guys that's even developing and training these boys, that the players got more experience than the guy that's developing and training said player. It's like me, for an example, being a tour guide in Dallas, and Jay Form that's in the chat sitting there like, yeah, Law is telling us where to go. And Jay Form, I believe he's from Dallas. And I'm trying to tell y'all where to go, you know. And I ain't from here. That is the definition of who Jeff Blasco is. He's trying to tell the running backs where to go, what hole, what to do. And he has zero zilch experience in run game. I can't make this stuff up. Yeah, well, I'll pull the bet out on Steven and Jerry. Yeah. And the craziest thing of it all, there's no salary cap as it relates to coaching. I won't tell y'all how to get to Garland, Texas from an area that I don't know. If we way in Arlington, right? Without using GPS, without using some type of information that's provided to me. Yeah, BJ said, yeah, but y'all hired him. Yeah, it's the craziest thing.
And on top of that, you had a talent drain when it comes to your coaching staff. And back-to-back off seasons, you lost coordinators on both sides of the ball. 2 years ago, you lost Kellen Moore. Last year, you lost Dan Quinn. That's going to have an impact. And you didn't replenish those ranks either. So, again, there's a lot wrong with this team. And Jerry Jones is doing himself and his squad no favors by putting it on wax and creating a fire seemingly every week when he goes on these radio hits.
Do you think?
Yeah. Jay Farm like, hey, wait a minute. Arlington is a long way from Garland. but I know you know how to get there quicker than I can, right? You know, come on with it. And somebody says Garland, Ice Cold says Garland is his stomping grounds, right? Yeah, shoot, I'll fool around, have y'all in Forney, Texas somewhere, like, hey, we making it there. You're like, we in Forney, Lord, where you got us, man? Hey, we gonna get there, hush. Yeah.
What's your point?
Yo, like, man, you wake up, you're like, man, I thought we supposed to be in Garland. Law got us at Mansfield over here, man. Rigged. As much as I can't stand Chris Canty, I think he was had a point with that.
That's where the guts went. Just dropped them.
BJ said, never mind, it's Dak Prescott's fault. Yo, Glenn Caper says, if you can't cook, what's the point of buying groceries? Ooh, baby. Ooh, my goodness. Mike McCarthy can't coach or scheme anything. Should have clean house after loss against the Packers. I mean, that's the obvious thing to do, right? But when you, true story, my inside information told me this information right here. Jerry don't want to lose. He don't like to lose. Meaning that he don't like to pay for something and it's not being utilized here because he looks as though that's losing. He's not finna pay twice for something. Law, do you have any point on that?
What's your point?
Jerry never fired Jason Garrett. His contract ended.
What's your point?
Jerry didn't want to fire any of his guys, like the Chain Galeys of the world. You know, he didn't want to fire and then pay someone else plus pay the person that he fired. You see, if he was to bring in another coach, he would still be responsible to pay Mike McCarthy his small percentages of the money.
What's your point?
You know, this birdie told me, this sources told me that from our eyes, as far as what goes against the books, that Zeke is only getting what, $2 or $3 million or something like that. But from Jerry Jones' eyes, Zeke is getting $11 million.
What's your point?
Because the dead money still get accumulated and it goes out of the books from the Joneses. They still got to pay that dead money. So if I'm going to pay the dead money anyhow, I would rather have them, write this down. Abe Lincoln said this. I would rather have him inside the tent pissing out versus outside the tent pissing in. There have been some strong people. I can't release the information. Multitudes of teams, some contender teams that really wanted Ezekiel Elliott.
What's your point?
Yeah, he fired Wade and he regretted it, right? So that's just what it is. So Jerry, he'd rather go down with the ship. Yeah, yep, the dead cash, Roger M. Yeah. And that is the realities of it. You see, from us, we looking at it like, yeah, man, Zeke only getting $2 or $3 million. But for them, that's my $11 million right now. That I would rather have him on my team versus going to somewhere else. Winning somewhere else on somebody else's team. So that's just all I'm going to say on that. Now, I do love solutions. I do love solutions, by the way. And not just to beat this team up. There's a guy that was on Instagram. Coach AJ sent me this, and I wanted to echo this. Not saying that he's right with all of this, but I like his points.
One last opportunity. The Dallas Cowboys.
Let me give some insights to this. Y'all might have already heard this. The Cowboys have one last opportunity to right the ship and make it to the playoffs and to contend for a Super Bowl. Now, I know Super Bowl and Cowboys are fighting words at this time. Let me give you guys one more deal here. I know that Super Bowl and Cowboys, or for right now, playoffs right now. Playoffs, you know.
What's your point?
That y'all don't want to hear this. But listen, hear this man out. And I love this objective analysis from this brother. His name is Takes by Calvin. He's on Instagram by that name. But let's listen to what he said.
Cowboys has one last opportunity to save their season. Model this 2024 offensive group after the best one in recent memory, the Dallas Cowboys of 2016. The 4th round pick Mississippi State quarterback Dak Prescott is pretty interchangeable for what you have right now. Outside of he doesn't run as much, but he's a better passer. Now Jake Ferguson is a solid tight end. He's no Hall of Famer Jason Witten, but damn, he can play the role. Now this is an easy one. The 88 then is the 88 now. Terrence Williams was a solid wide receiver too. He did his job. Sounds a lot like what Brandon Cooks could do when healthy. Now here's the X factor. Who's your Cole Beasley? Cowboys fans know how important Cole Beasley's role was in 2016, which is why you can't let Pittsburgh get Cooper Kupp. Let me reiterate, the Dallas Cowboys need Cooper Kupp. This is your Cole Beasley. Now before people rush to the comments and act like I forgot about the Rookie of the Year Zeke, this Zeke isn't Rookie Year Zeke. And Rico Dotto sure as hell isn't either, which only furthers my point. Derrick Jones, you tired of fans doing this shit?
Let me down every year.
Dallas Cowboy,
Not gonna cry.
Pittsburgh, get your Cole Beasley.
So his point is, and great breakdown. I love the short there. Is go out there and go grab a Cooper Kupp. Now, I know we got cups at the house. You know, that's what Jerry going to say. We got cups at the house. You know, what kind of cup you want? You know, we even got ones that fit in between the legs, you know. So that's Jerry Jones' thought track that he probably won't even take a look at Kupp. But not just Kupp, but I'm looking at it from this. We need, N-E-E-D, or put N-E-E-E-E-E-D. We need somebody to take some relief, some pressure off of CeeDee Lamb. I think that by him not being, dare I say, in training camp all off season, it created that Lamb is going into a slow start right now. George Pickens got more yards than Lamb, right? And we know who's been throwing him the ball over there. So what I'm thinking is that you bring in somebody else. Brandon Cooks, he got, you know, I'm glad that he don't have the Stephen Jones knees or what have you, and may he get back John Stephen Jones or whatever knees. But right now he got the Patrick Ewing knees right now, so we can't lean on Brandon Cooks to get back and give us those 8 touchdowns that he did last season. I think that the ship done sailed on Brandon Cooks. I'm just going to put that out there. For one, they both line up in the slot, and he's a smaller guy, so even when you put him to the outside, there's no threat. They wave him off. The Cowboys got into the trade deadline right now, to make 2 moves that can be vital for this team. I think that they need to figure out a way to get some type of relief valve. I get it. I know that people think the world of Jalen Tolbert. I think that people think the world of Kevontae Turpin. But none of those guys are consistent and bring any levels of threat out there, right? Kupp is a terrible pickup. The medical is on him is awful. I get all of that, Jay Form. If it's not Kupp, it's somebody out there that we got to bring in to warrant some type of respect. Cooks is cooked. Come on. Ice cold. That do fit right on in. We need to bring in somebody that can warrant some type of threat. That's all I'm saying. D-Hop, he's gone, right? That would have been a good choice for us. But he's gone to Chiefs land. He may not even suffer no more weeping and wailing for D-Hop. You know, his troubles and trials and tribulations is over with for him. We need somebody, y'all. We need somebody. And as far as running back, Travis Etienne, yeah, he could be a guy. But the Cowboys, they saying that they got their Travis Etienne at the crib. They got their running back at the crib. It would be Dalvin Cooks, right? So it's one of those things where is the Cowboys got to get out of their stubborn ways and figure out a way to bring in somebody that can at least warrant some type of an attention. And we don't have the ability to go back in the rewinds of the world and rewind things. We don't. But we do have the attention to seek sites of bringing in someone that can help us out. Now, as far as the matchup time for your mind, let's talk about this. The 49ers, they still have Deebo Samuels, according to Pro Football Focus matchup meter, available, which I truly believe that Deebo will not play this weekend. Let me pull up the ESPN report. Hold on, bear with me. Pull up the ESPN report here. Let's scroll all the way down and see where the Cowboys at as it relates to the predictometer. They got a 32.6% chance to beat the 49ers and a 67.1% of a chance that they are saying that the Niners are going to run right through us. Yeah. And I get all of that. And I understand all of that. And I would tell you, is any given Sunday with that. But that is what it is. So far as the quarterback matchups, Dak Prescott versus Brock Purdy, as you guys can see. Dak Prescott 142 for 224. Brock Purdy 138 for 216. One have 1,841 yards, 9 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. That's Brock Purdy. Dak Prescott got 1,602 yards to 8 touchdowns to 6 INTs, which that's definitely not something to bring home to. Jordan Mason versus Rico Didle. Rico got 59 carries for 246 yards, and Jordan Mason got the accumulations of 128 carries for 667 yards, 3 touchdowns. He will be the primary factor in this game. And then if you look at Lamb versus Jennings, keep this in mind. He got 32 receptions for 467 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jennings, who is their third or fourth option as it relates to the wide receiver, got 25 receptions, 404 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And he's been a Cowboy killer. He's the guy that we will have to pay close attention to. And if he can play this weekend, y'all let me know. If you're a 49er fan, let me know. But this is what they have right here. And let me see. The 49ers, last opponents that they played, they lost to the Rams 27-24. And the Rams are not world beaters, but they beat them, right? The Rams beat the damn 49ers. Is there a situation that we can do like what the Rams did? Yes. The New England Patriots, as we look at the New England Patriots, that's their version of, dare I say, the Cleveland Browns, 30-13. I wish we can play the Patriots this weekend, juxtaposed to the 49ers to get a get-right game. And then they lost to the Arizona Cardinals, 24-23. They started smelling themselves. They was up by 10 or 14 points or something like that, and they lost. And, of course, they beat the dog out of Seattle Seahawks, or what have you about to say to see. Seattle Seahawks, by say Sea Chickens, 36-24, and then they just recently lost, which was a dogfight versus the Kansas City Chiefs, 28-18. Now, if you look at our schedule, of course we lose at the house, and it don't look pretty right now. We got more L's than what we want to see out here, 44-19, 28-25. These are 2 home games, but on the road, we beat the Giants 20-15. We beat Pittsburgh 20-17. Those games were really to the wire, literally to the wire. It could have been lost. We could have literally only won 1 game, but it's any given Sunday. You know, Action Pile says divisional opponents. Well, we're going to have to look at the 49ers, even though they're not in our division. We're going to have to look at them as divisional foes right now. Yeah, we are favored in this trap game. Come on, baby. Lake, I feel you. So, all right, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's go with defense here. All right, so they have, and I'm just going to be 1,000 with you. I don't like Brooks nor Tolbert versus Ward or Lenore. I'm just being real. I don't like this matchup right here, nor do I like this matchup. I can tell you that Lamb can get busy if they bringing him down inside the box here on the slot. And if we talking about nickel, then they'll move Lenore on Lamb, which I think that's what they're going to do probably throughout this game, is either have Ward to travel or Lenore to just stick on Lamb. Green, I think that kid, Ronaldo Green, he's a feisty little DB there. He'll feel comfortable going up against Brooks. There's only one X factor on offense right now. Only one X factor. Law, who's that X factor right here? We need for Lamb to be the X factor in this game. We need Lamb to be the X factor in this game. Because on the majority aspect of everything, they still got Fred Warner, who's no one to sneeze at. They still have Bosa, who's no one to sneeze at. They still have Ward, who's no one to sneeze at. And Lenore. They got their heavy hitter still there. Collins been a nuance for them. He's been a guy that can really wreck the interior. And Leonard Floyd, he's been a guy that if you leave him one-on-one with they said Tyler Guyton may start and they slide my guy Tyler Smith inside. If you leave him one-on-one, he winning. He is flat out winning. Bosa matched up with Steele. Bosa winning. Bosa winning. Collins versus Martin, familiar foes right here. And Elliott, I think that we have a good possibility here. But outside of that, I don't have extreme confidence in my outside wide receivers, Brooks and Tolbert. I don't have it. And if you may have it, then gold star for you. But I don't have the extreme confidence that we can look at this and say, all right, cool, that Brooks can eat on Green or Lenore and Ward or Tolbert can continue to win off of those boys. This is going to be a double chin strap game. You're going to have to get behind run, and you're going to have to run to establish your presence in this game. But right now, our X factor is right here. See dangerous Lamb. This will be our X factor in this. And then if you're looking at base formation, which they normally do, is this could be a situation for us. Dominique Pittman states here, I'm starting to think that Dalvin Cook pickup was completely waste of time. They won't even play him. Yeah. Well, according to insider information, that he could play this weekend. But my thing is, how you divvy up the totes here. You need Hunter in this game. You need to establish some type of physicality, by the way. You need to, because when Dallas go, 12 personnel, of course, you got Schoonmaker and Ferguson. Those names don't put no fear of God in anyone, right? So when you're looking at it from that aspect, ladies and gentlemen, it's if you're going to run, and if you have any chances of running, you're going to have to run to the right side of the field, run at Bosa, run at him, get your power run, motion Schoon to this side right here, let him be the de facto in this game. Do some outside runs, run on this team, do some counters, try to figure it out.
What's your point?
The point is going to be a low-scoring game. And if we don't do scoop and scores, if we don't force Purdy to get knocked off of his rockers here, Purdy can give you some love, right? He can give you some things, right? But if you don't have the ability to do that, then shoot, it's going to be a long night for you. All right, so they got the 20. This is their 21 personnel. And if you look down, this will put the fear in all of the Cowboy players right here. When they go with this 21 personnel, you got Kyle Juszczyk. They're going to know what to do with him. They're going to know how to utilize and use him. And then you have Jordan Mason. They're going to be running behind. And I don't think they let me know, ladies and gentlemen, if Trent Williams still is playing in this game. They're going to pull Kittles, and they're going to run. They're going to attack the edges right here. They running right at Diggs. Diggs. I love Diggs. But they're going to run right at him. And Hooker been making some business moves right now. He haven't been an enforcer on stopping the run himself. Yeah, they said, Verdi says, yeah, Trent playing. That's the worst news we can hear all day. And, you know, their draft pick right here, he's been a monster. Pooney and them, oh, man, he's been a monster. So what they're going to do is they're going to condense all of this stuff. I don't know why they still got Samuels here. But they're going to condense all this stuff, and this is the package that they're going to try to do to us. Power. They're going to try to run. Boy, that look good, don't it? 44 and 24 in the backfield. Running behind Williams and pulling Kittles this way. And Debo playing. Oh, Lord. This must be some breaking news, Debo playing. And this is their 12 personnel set. The Sherbert guy, he was here last year. He probably giving them all type of resources and situation. Remember him, Sherbert? He's the guy that they picked up. Yeah. So pay attention to their personnel looks. It's going to be a lot of 12 and 21. They don't even give us those packages over here. Let me see what they give us. They give us, yeah, this is our 12. They don't even give us 21 personnel. They know we don't even run goddamn 21. Shit. We don't even run 21. That's just what it is. I hate to be like that. So it's 12 o'clock, man. Let's get ready to open up the phone lines, and let's make it quick. We get out of here by 12:30, and we got 30 minutes of phone lines, conversation. Give me your score prediction. Make it quick. Give me your...
What's your point?
Real quickly. But before we do that, let's listen.
There are times in life you wish you had a do-over. If you're in a wreck, make the smart choice right away. Frenkel, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
No doubt. And when you're feared by the insurance company, that is a great thing to be in. Because they know that they trying to go with the least cost possible and get you in and get you out. They don't like to have them open inquiries, right? But Frenkel, personal injury lawyers, they take their time and they fight for you. They don't just hurry up and get you in and out. They listen. With over 100 years of experience combined, you get to talk to a Frenkel. You get to talk to a partner. That's especially if you're in the Dallas area. You get to talk to someone that knows the terrain, the levels of understanding. So at the end of the day, call Frenkel and Frenkel, 817 or 214 and all of the threes. But at this time, call this line for your mind. Law Nation Sports. And look, I got MJ still up there. But 657-390-7391 is the hotline for your mind. MJ, what you still doing on my screen? That's MJ, man. Appreciate him. All right. Keep it simple for your boy. I got from the 561. You're live. Jake. The great.
With you, Law.
Not much, man. Talk to me. Man.
Yeah. Good. You know, I'm in the spaceship, man.
Oh, I feel you, bro.
You know, Dog, this is a big game, man.
It is.
And it's a real big game. Whoever loses this game, the season might be over. And as much as I want to say we ain't going to win, I went and watched the show. I was looking for some hope and some fandom somewhere. So I went to Big Game James' house over there in Burgers and Blitzes, and he was saying that this is like the same thing that the New York Giants went through when they went on their great run. Their season was in turmoil. It was ready to fire the coaches, and it was just in disarray. And I'm like, can I? Do you think we have a chance to turn it around? And do you think that Dak Prescott is going to show up? Because I think it's going to have to be Dak Prescott. I don't want to hold you up in the ramble, so you know what I'm saying. That's the two things I want to throw at you.
No doubt.
Jake the Great. How about the Cowboys?
No doubt, man. The difference is between, and he got to be talking about the 07 Giants. They turned it around. They had a lot of resistance with their coaching staff or what have you, but they had edge rushers. Oh, they had edge rushers. DBs were trash over there. Was it R.W. McQuarters or something like that was the only DB they had. But they did two things that they figured out at the end. They couldn't stop the run as much, but damn it, they can get to the quarterback. And they could run the ball. They had Brandon Jacobs, I believe, number 27. And they had a two-back system. And what was the other guy? Bradshaw, something like that. And they run the living daylights out of the ball. Eli was still Eli. Eli would give you all what he could. But they, believe it or not, a more talented team than this team. They have a more talented team because they had the damn wide receiver at that time that shot himself in the leg. And the other wide receiver that was gritty, they can get busy with it, yards after catch. And I'm going all the way back. Man, that Eli would drop back and say, to Allah, he would just throw it, right? Yeah, they had earth, wind, and fire law. Yeah, oh my God. And I think that they were better coached. They're better coached. Yeah. And let me know who was that defensive coordinator that year as well. So I think that they were a team that was hungry, less in the news. Plaxico Burvis, yeah. And he didn't practice all that year. He didn't practice at all. He just came and showed up on Sundays. But who was the other guy? Amani, what was his name? Toomer or something like that. They had, guys that fit them. Jeremy Shockey was on their team as well. So they had the elements of controlling the clock, even though that year, my Cowboys, Spags was the coach. Yeah, Spags was the coach. Steve Spagnuolo was the coach. He would dial up some blitzes, and if you look at how that team plays now, the Chiefs, they play just like that damn team. So, two different situations. The Cowboys, by far, were the most talented team that year. It was two teams in 2007 that was talented. The Patriots that year and the Cowboys. The only problem is with the Cowboys that season, because we had run game, we had the quarterback, we had the wide receiver, we had the defense, is that we started smelling ourselves. And we went to Cabo. Jeez. We was unfocused, man. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. But to compare this team to the 07 team, we don't have a Spags. And Tom Coughlin was more of a disciplinary coach. He was more disciplined. They feared him to the point that the players were calling him out. They didn't like if you late, don't even show up. Matter of fact, Tom at the time, he was finding players that showed up on time. Literally, right hand to the man. He was finding the damn Giant players that showed up on time. You should have been early. Yeah, he had one of those. He was a strict coach, even though they wasn't winning, but they figured out, like, hey, if we got to buy into his system. Yeah, R.W. McQuarters got that interception. I was sick, you know. Yeah, look, boy, Jake the Great done pulled back some stuff on us, man. I got from the 8-3-2, and then we got the 9-10. From the 8-3-2, you're in. Talk to me. Casper.
How you doing, Lord Nation?
Hey, man. Hey, you picked up the phone. Thought you were doing something else. You banging over there, bro. What's going on?
I'm doing a little housework and stuff in here.
Hey, man, it's all good, mate. As long as it's an earnest living, man. What you got for me, man, for the show today?
Yeah, man. Won't they just stick Flo in on there when we go to 49ers this Sunday, man? We need to put some plans in, too, some secrets.
Yeah, now, if Lenore get out there and show up and show out, man, I would love it. I would love it. Look, we reaching right now, so hopefully he can give us something.
Yeah, I want to get a man a chance, like they didn't give our boys a chance. Old Tyron Billy Johnson, he did better than that. He'd have been a threat.
Yeah, he couldn't take the top off the defense, Tyron Billy, but they ain't gonna elevate him. If they were gonna elevate him, he would have been elevated yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, Lord, but like I say, man, we need to go down there and get that win Sunday night.
Yeah. You got to, man. Got to get that win. I got us in a close, tight game, 23-20. What you got for us, Casper? What you got?
Oh, I got like about 19-20 something. It's gonna be a little low game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a low game, man. And we just got to stick with it to the end and let Brandon Aubrey win it with his leg.
Yeah, I believe we'll win by a field goal.
Come on with it, man. Me too, man. Appreciate you, Casper. Thanks for calling it.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? Yeah, Casper, man. The friendly ghost over there as he working on some home improvement stuff. Good call from him. Let's go with 27-19 ice cold. Oh, wait. Noah had a fumble. He won't get any target. This Willie T. Look, it was a terrible fumble. Damn near this close from his knee being out of bounds or foot being out of bounds as he touched the ball. But when you're a rookie like that and that's your first rep in a game like that, it's big. It's very much so big. You want to slowly get those boys in. And that's one of the problems with the Cowboys too. And from a technique aspect, he had the football to his inside on. Cut that football to the outside, bro. Catch the ball, move it over to the outside, and if they punch you for the ball, it'll at least fall out of bounds. But rookie moment. We got the youth. Those are things that you got to consider. From the 9-10 you in. Talk to me.
Hey, Lord, it's too cool.
Too cool. What's good with you, man?
Hey, I'm good. Can't complain. I got a question. What do you think about, would you trade your first round draft pick this year if the Jets say they'll give you Garrett Wilson?
Is Garrett Wilson right now considered a bust?
No, I don't think he's a bust. I think he's underutilized in New York, and they're trying to experiment too much in New York with the receiving core.
Will you give up Garrett Wilson for a first? For next year first or this past year first?
No, next year first.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. Especially by us losing the way we losing that. Shoot. I don't think that he's gonna be that much of a difference maker here in Dallas. Unfortunately.
And the only reason why I asked that, right?
Right, go ahead.
Because depending on the draft, how the draft go, I don't think it's a receiver coming out of college right now that's better than Garrett Wilson this year. I mean, Abuka, I got him going in the second round, but I'm not taking that one of these receivers in the first round this year.
I would, if they on a fire sale and he's disgruntled, right? He's on a rookie's contract. I would. My offer starts at 4th round. Then if they counter off of that, I throw in a player, right? I throw in Malik Hooker. I throw in Dono because they've been hit up with some injuries or what have you. And if they don't bite to that, then I say, okay, all right. 3rd round, I take on his contract. You know, that's how the negotiation would start. But when you start teetering around the 2nd and the 1st round, then that's where I get kind of weary with, because I think that the Cowboys, can utilize, a fine talent with a first and second round draft pick. Unfortunately, we've been hit with the negatives on second round draft picks, but I wouldn't give up a first though. Unfortunately.
What about a third round pick for Kamara?
Alvin Kamara?
Yeah.
He broke his hand.
Ah.
And then he just signed a 2-year extension. He's going to retire a Saints now.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's a no.
But I got the game this weekend, 28-27, 49ers.
How we lose, like a missed field goal at the end. Come on, put the pain on me. A coaching 28-27.
Coaching error.
Man,
a coaching error.
I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. I'd rather get blown out than to lose with 1 point with the damn 49ers. I'd rather let me take it all the way. Let me already know so I can already have my drink spiked of getting blown out. Go ahead, what you got?
Hey, I got one more thing. Hey, my last thing is this. I think also Dak has to remember that he's getting paid $60 million. Dak Prescott also has to move around that pocket, and when you don't see nobody open, stop forcing it. Run the damn ball.
Yeah. Run the ball. I feel you.
30 rushing yards, that's horrible. 6 games, 30 rushing yards? Come on, man.
No doubt. He got to run the ball, man. Appreciate you too, cool. Thank you.
All right, Law. Have a good day.
You as well, man. Sanjay said that's a lie. I don't know, man. Them close games. Close and we win, I'm happy. Close and we lose, oh my God. Man, I was torn. Who remember, and it was Mike McCarthy back in the days too. What was that guy? Aaron Rodgers was hurt. And Matt, what's his name? It's at the tip of my tongue. His name was Matt. They came all the way back and they beat us, man. What was that? And shoot, he got a big contract to go to Seattle. That hurt, man. Them look tight games, or you up and you lose by a few points. That hurt. What was his name, y'all? Oh my God, what was his name? That game killed me, man. Not Dak, but Troy. Not Troy. Damn, Tony threw that interception. Matt Flynn, yeah. Oh, that game still cut. Who remember that close game against Detroit when Matthew Stafford did the fake spike and they got us? Ooh-wee. And Tony Romo threw those 2 picks to Bobby Carpenter and them, oh my gosh. It wasn't Matt Hasselbeck, it was Matt Flynn. Yeah, it was Matt Flynn. That close game. So I rather I don't like to lose, period. But if we're gonna lose, don't let it be by like 1 point of what could happen, I think there was another game that we lost real close to the Texans one year. And Jason Garrett, I think he was settling for the field goal or something like that. And them close games hurt. They stab you. That hurts longer, man. I got from the Anonymous, man. You live on the Nation. Talk to me. Yo. You underwater, man. Aquaman. I tell y'all, we get people all Aquaman. We got Aquaman. That's who that was. I got from the 469. What's on your mind? Talk to me.
Hello?
Yeah, you live.
Hey, what's up, live? Good morning. Well, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, man.
Cowboys win 27-17.
Okay.
My boy Rico get 100 yards in the touchdown. CD Lamb with 2 touchdowns and 100 yards. I need Tolbert got to show up. I mean, he gonna play good. I think he gonna play good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Tolbert.
Prescott, no interceptions with Prescott and 300 yards. What I was gonna say, I mean, have you ever watched Speak on FS1?
Yeah. The newer version or the older version?
Like yesterday. Did you see when Michael Irvin got up there and gave the pep talk?
Yeah, somebody tagged me in on that one by him talking about the legendary.
When he should be the receiver coach and the hype coach. You know what I'm saying? Because Michael Irvin will get a person up and we'll go play. You know, we need a person that's on. I know it's hype, but still we need a leader to, you know what I'm saying, to rally the troops and make them play. You know what I'm saying? Believe. We got to believe in ourselves. So I was just saying, if you could play that, that'd be cool. And because Michael Irvin, he's a motivator, and we need a motivator. I know we need to play better too, but everything help right now. You know, we're trying to win. So
the thing is, here's the problem though. Jerry Jones cheap, and he's not going to pay that money. Michael Irvin making some good money on them networks, man. You know, and for him to be pulled off, and you know, that's sun up to sundown to be a coach. They don't work 8 hours. They work 12 and 13-hour days, and that's the only thing.
I think he'd make him and Troy will make a good coach at their positions. You know what I'm saying?
But
they
the money.
Got a lot of knowledge. They didn't play. You know.
That's the only thing. The money aspect of it. Jerry's not going to be willing to pay the money. Is what I'm getting at. Unfortunately, you know.
I seen Eric Kendricks practice yesterday on the you know how you see it on Fox 4, 5, 8, So I think he's gonna play. What's his name's coming back? 21. What's Carson Daly? Yeah, Carson. I think he's gonna play. We can beat them. Deebo Samuel's gonna play. They done got him out of the hospital, but he still ain't gonna be no factor. As long as we can stop their run, and they got them. You know, they got the quarterback. Got to get to the quarterback. I think that'll help us too, and stop the run, of course, because they're gonna try to run 24. But
they're gonna run
49ers. Yeah, really play, man.
But we'll see, man. I appreciate you for calling in, man. Thank you, bro.
Oh, you welcome. Y'all blessed week. We're gonna win on Sunday.
Come on, win. Let's be 27-17. That's what you got. All right, cool, man. Good call from you, man, from the 469. Yeah, I hate to shoot down like those things, but money. They don't want to pay the money. We're not paying an offensive coordinator. Schottenheimer is supposed to be a coordinator, but last time I checked, that he's getting paid dog food money, you know, to be in his spot. So when they got rid of Kellen Moore, they never replenished that spot. That's what Chris Canty also pulled up, right? The reason why we don't have Rex Ryan here is because his asking price was too high, and they settled for Mike Zim. Money. He said Carson Daly. yeah. Kalen Carson's youthful with inexperience, man. They bringing in, if Debo playing, he's going to be a decoy. They're going to put him on a few end arounds. They put him on the outside. They motion him, jet motion. You know, they're going to put him on as a decoy. And then when they do match him up, they're going to try to get him out in space versus some safe and low percentages passes or what have you. But when you have pneumonia and stuff like that, and he's on IV, maybe the IV can help him out. You know, they got this stuff that can get him going. But he going to have fatigue factor. But you're playing against a team that know how to strategy. But, you know, it is what it is. I got from the 267, you're live on the nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. Talk to me.
Yo, Law Nation, this is John Watts out of Philadelphia.
What's good, John? What you got?
Man, it's hard being a Dallas Cowboy fan here in Philadelphia.
I know.
You know what I mean? When the Eagles winning and the Cowboys are losing, buddy.
Yeah.
And we ride. I know a couple Cowboy fans down here, man. They be giving it to us, man. But you know what I mean? It's hard when you're a Cowboy fan in Philly. You know that.
I know.
You wear them colors, boy, you hear every goddamn thing, Law.
It's hard being a Cowboy fan in Dallas. They walk around. For real, man. I'm telling you, 300 people move in the city of Dallas a day. And them 300 people, only a spoonful are Cowboy fans. And they will let you know it. They be wearing their Eagles stuff. Detroit stuff. When football week is here, they wear their colors proudly, and you got to do a walk of shame. You know, it's kind of like you got to tuck your chain. You be tucking your chain in and stuff like that, and they rag on us, and we know our problems. Like, we literally know our problems as it relates to, like, the coaching staff or Jerry Jones not going out there and getting free agency players or what have you, and we are just good enough to compete, and that's a problem.
Yep, no, I agree with you, dog. But you know what I mean? Have a blessed day, man.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you. I'm just letting you know I'm catching it here in Philly.
But what you got, though, man? What you got for the score prediction, though?
Man, I'm so shaky. I want to win by 3.
Okay, 3-0. I'll take it. You know, shoot.
I'll take that. I'll take anything, man.
Hell yeah, let's
I hate
go.
Them L's, though. Them L's hurt.
Them L's bleed, and it's a double L because when we lose, I get it. Other teams lose, they lose. But when we lose, the whole world see, and people mock and they make fun of us. Like the Stephen A. Smiths, you got the imitators of him do that. You even got your own Cowboy fans laughing, scoffing, burning jerseys, smashing TVs. It's terrible when we lose. Food don't even taste good.
When I come out the door, I gotta look both ways.
You gotta look both ways, bro. Hell yeah.
Look both ways, man.
Yep.
Yep.
But I appreciate you, John. Thank you.
God bless you, man.
Amen to that, man. Good call from him. Now that's the problem, man. Even look, when we win, it's the same hate. That's the crazy. We like in purgatory here. Right now, if the Cowboys 6-0, there would still be the same levels of heat upon us. Right now, right hand to the man, they will be talking left and right with the same vicious heat. Let me know if I'm lying, y'all. Even if we were 6-0. Here go the Cowboys. Look at them. They think they going to the Super Bowl. Just wait. They are accident waiting to happen. Oh, my goodness, man. Can't wait for the Cowboys to fall flat on the faces like the frauds they are. That you're going to hear it regardless. If even we were 6-0, they just pretenders. They haven't beaten anybody. Oh, they caught the Ravens on an off night. You know, all the Saints were still installing new offenses. That's what it is. The Detroit line, oh, man, the refs was in the way. Even if we were 6-0, they would have came up with every excuse known to man. Jerry is paying off the aficionados. Yeah. So, damn if you do, damn if you don't, man. And they would move the goalposts. Well, they 6-0 now, but what can they do in the postseason? What they gonna do then? We can't even. It's not allowed to smile and be happy about our team. Lord, do you have any truth to that? Dog, we 3-3 now, and we still supposed to be mad and angry and upset. So it's a rough road to be a Cowboy fan. We the only one held to that standard. It's been 28 years, man. Look at the Cowboys. Even if they smiling, look at them. You know, they think they don't won their Super Bowl. If we were to win last week, that's the Cowboys Super Bowl, beating the Detroit Lions, you know. That's the worst feeling ever. Yeah. We lose, oh my gosh, you know. So unfortunately, we are hit with a different tool every single week. And believe it or not, man, those are the only people that was on the phone lines before we evacuate.
Goodbye.
Appreciate y'all, man, so much for tuning in to these type of episodes. Salute to all of the supporters of this channel. Keep in mind the drawing, the giveaway. You got only a few days left for your name to be entered in. When you make the donations for this beautiful helmet, I know that wearing Cowboys gear is frowned upon now, but hey, even when I'm going 6 feet under, you better put a star on my tombstone. If not, I'm climbing out of the grave. Yeah, I'm coming up out of the grave, you know what I'm saying? Until y'all put that star on my tombstone or even my urn or something. You got to put a star somewhere next to me. Yes, indeed, Cowboy Nation. Thank you, Law. Can you play that Michael Irvin speech? I don't think I can play that one. They have some music in the background. I get copyright hit. I heard it though. My guy sent me that on Twitter. But just to say this in short, Michael Irvin, he blessed us with his time here, and he was talking about the continuity of Tom Landry, on how this team was able to fight and claw through a lot of things. And the thing is with Michael Irvin, the playmaker, he understands that it takes a team. It takes momentum, passion. I can't squeeze the type of passion out of any of these guys the way Michael Irvin exhibited and exuded, on that show. And I'm not putting anything against these boys. But I don't know anyone have that type of passion on this team. I don't know if anybody is willing to be the Michael Irvin, the playmaker on the team. The only person that may be that, but he haven't ascended yet, but he's getting close to that, maybe by a degree, could be Overshawn. With that levels of passion, right? Parsons, I don't think that Parsons can deliver. Did Parsons ever on sounds of the sideline led the huddle and everybody, he gave that motivation speech on what they're going to do to the opposing team? I don't know, man. I seen Zach Martin. I seen Dak Prescott to a degree. Diggs, maybe. But we need somebody. Dez was close. I don't know, man. D-Law tried, but he got tired in the postseason game. Eric Kendricks, he's new. He's new here. Hooker, he's not homegrown here. Dono, I don't know. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Ferguson, maybe. Jake Ferguson, maybe. Yep, he have. Y'all send me that clip, of Parsons. Just everybody, he giving that motivation speech, and I'm not beating him up, I want Parsons to even limp out there and do that.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
Yeah, it's possible. It's not over with until the fat lady sing. 3-3 Cowboys versus the heated and the hated 49ers. I don't give a dog if the 49ers got all of their substitutes and backup players out there. I want to destroy them, absolutely. Crush your opposition, absolutely. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, they're going to try to do that to us. There's not no time right now to be nice boys. It's time to be gritty, nasty. I'm talking about, just as nasty, eating your boogers type of nasty, not like what Aaron Rodgers did, I'm talking about not washing your face, not wiping your backside nasty. I want this to get nasty over here, ladies and gentlemen. I want us to destroy the opposition. Dog nasty. Gorilla nasty. Yeah. That's what we need.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
Yeah. Just terrible nasty. We need that. We need that. We gotta want it badly.
On the real, me and your mama getting real serious.
That type of nasty. To tell a man on the real, me and your mama getting real serious. Oh yeah.
So it look like I'm gonna be around here for a while. I ain't trying to be a daddy or nothing, but if you need some advice, feel free to talk to me.
Talk to me while I'm clapping. Type of nasty. LT Ray, now that's super nasty. That's on the other side. But if you want to get baby oil nasty, get baby oil nasty over there. Order so much baby oil it's out of stock, because it's about to get nasty. I'm about to rip through some stuff. I'm about to rip in and tear it all up. I'm about to leave it unstoppable. Just leaking everywhere. It's about to go down like 5,000 pounds. You get up and you can't walk, you can't move type of nasty. Yeah, I took it there. Yeah. Slipping and sliding to this W, to this win. Yeah. Woo-wee! Type of nasty. Come on with it. Let's get it. Nasty. Come on, Cowboy Nation. How bad do you want it? How does it feel? Get this nasty work on and popping off up in here. And when they say, yeah, this person broke my soul.
You merely adopted the dark.
What we was at?
I was born in it. Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
It's not. Because I was born in it. Molded by it. All of those things. Because, hey, write this down.
It's Mr. Nasty time.
Yeah. That's what we need to have, that mindset. Say it one more time for it, because old boy don't understand.
What's your point?
What's your point?
It's Mr. Nasty time.
It's nasty time. I ain't helping up the 49ers. I'm not giving them a cold towel, a hot towel. I'm not giving them no Kool-Aid, no Powerade, no aid at all. And if they want to be Brody and go out there and run somebody out there with pneumonia, well, we going to give him something new to feel. Hit to the chest, hit to the chin, hit to the orbital bone, hit everywhere on him. Oh, yeah. If they want to come in swinging with Trent Williams, we hit them high, hit them low. Come on, baby. Let me hear it again.
It's Mr. Nasty time.
Yeah. Yeah.
He ain't lying.
That's what we gonna do.
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too.
That's what we got to do here, ladies and gentlemen. Without hesitations nor deviations to the matter, with listening in to Law Nation. Write this down, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the globe. Write this down. Bounty Gate, I don't give a damn. 3-3. I can't stand you, you can't stand me. Ryu versus Ken type of thing. Come on with it. Write this down. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired, and it makes you work tawdy and cheap, if life itself seems empty, just let that sink in, and useless without it, and all that you scheme and all that you dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or plan for it, or lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity. Strength, sagacity with faith, hope, and confidence. Let me see some fire in the chat. And stern pertinacity. If neither cold or the poverty or the famish of fame or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you all away from the thing, oh my goodness, from the thing you want. If dogged and grim and besiege and beset,
What's your point?
you will get it. Come on with it. Mama said there'll be days just like this. Let me see some fire all up in this chat. Are you with us when we win? Are you with us when we lose? Damn it, are you just with us when we win? I need somebody to be some jawbreakers over here. I need for somebody to be some backbreakers over here. I need for somebody to be some neck breakers over here for the law. Yeah. Pleasure and pain, we stuck in this game. Holler my name, we all gonna bleed through those similar veins. And it better be blue. It better be silver. It better be for what you can remember. Yeah. Come on with it.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Let me see some more fire in the chat.
Here we go. Here we go. Are you not entertained?
Stone breakers.
Not entertained?
Come on, baby.
Spartans, prepare for glory.
Prepare for glory. Yeah. Come on with it. Somebody right now, the next time when it's
Mr. Nasty time.
they're gonna be like, baby, prepare for glory. Oh yeah. Yeah, Law, you nasty. Yeah. There's gonna be some nasty action going on here. Yeah, let's get it. Let's have that type of mindset. Prepare for the glory. Yeah. Come on with it. Yeah. Come on with it. Let me ask you, Willie T, Davis, Coach Ocho, come on, Christopher J, Rail, Warren, Duncan, James, what is your profession?
Marcus, what is your profession?
Let me ask some more folks up in here, man. JF, come on with it. I ain't gonna ask, I am awake or you. I can't ask you, but AJ, come on, baby, with the fire. Yeah. Atkins, Rico, what's your profession?
Marcus, what is your profession?
Come on with it. Come on, LT Ray. Come on with it, Leon Ware. Trayvon Hill, Dallas Cowboys for life. Let me get some fire in the chat. Angie, everybody, what is your
Marcus, what is your profession?
Yeah, come on, one more time.
Marcus, what is your profession?
Come on with it, baby. All right, yeah. Turn me up, baby. Yeah.
Spartans, prepare for glory.
One more set. Glory. Yeah. Glory. Yeah. Come on, baby. Come on with it. There we go. What we tell them, baby? What we tell them?
They can come closer than close.
Not that.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
And remember, you're listening to absolutely nothing but the best. Oh, snap. I'm getting crunk. Give me some doggone pants, baby. Ah. Come on. Yeah. Come on with it.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losing.
They can come closer than close. Yeah. Original, they never will be. Nobody baby.
Boy, y'all better not have us winning.
They can come closer than body, baby. Original, they never will be. Spartans, prepare for glory.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I see you. I am awake. Y'all think that by beating the damn Giants, struggling to beat the Cleveland Browns, that you guys are on y'all way. But I'm telling you, around this time last year, oh, just wait. You guys are an accident waiting to happen. So you talking about us keeping hope alive? Oh, yeah. Don't worry. Just wait. I guarantee it. Book it. Oh, yes. It's about to be this right here because y'all still haven't played us yet. And last I checked, just be mindful that who owns the Eagles, okay, just let me know because at the end of the day, we may be in our pitfalls now and we may be in our struggles, but at the end of the day, yes, indeed, the Eagles are an accident waiting to happen. Oh, yeah, by the way, I enjoyed the last Super Bowl y'all was in, too. It was very good. In Triple H Day, so can't wait to see those Eagles. And give me my music back up. Come on with it. Ha ha. Come on with it. And even in defeat, we keeping the same energy here, baby. Come on. Yeah. 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 Come on with it. Don't worry, Eagles. Your time is coming. And I can't wait. I can't wait. Be ready. Yeah. Be ready. Oh, Washington. I ain't talking about real tips over there. But just wait. We coming. Y'all think y'all sweet right now. Last place schedule. They talking Brody. The Washington talking Brody. The Eagles talking Brody. That's okay. The season is long. And long ain't giving up a fight over here. Yeah. Be prepared. Be prepared. That's okay. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. We about matchup time.
come closer than close. Yeah. Does it matter? Original, they never will be. What more do you want from me?
Until next time, DC for life. We up out. Be sure to check us out tonight. Check us out tonight with Big Nate Newton. Right here. Check us out. We'll be at Kevin Smith Restaurant. Don't meet us there. Beat us there. Between the hours of 6 and 10-ish. But come on out. We will have a great time. DC for life. We up out. One love. Peace.